The Priceless Lesson. An old man had lived in the mountains for years. One day, he sat by a spring to drink some water and rest. He noticed a beautiful stone inside the spring, picked it up, placed it in his bag, and continued on his journey. Along the way, he encountered a traveler who was weak and collapsed from hunger. The old man sat beside him, took a piece of bread from his bag, and gave it to the hungry man. As the traveler ate the bread, his eyes fell on the precious stone inside the old man's bag. He looked at the old man and asked, "Would you give me that stone?" Without hesitation, the old man took the stone out and handed it to him. The traveler was overjoyed, barely able to contain his excitement. He knew the stone was so valuable that selling it would allow him to live in comfort for the rest of his life. So, he took the stone and hurriedly set off toward the city. A few days later, the same traveler returned to the old man and said, "I've thought a lot about this. You knew how valuable this stone was, yet you gave it to me so easily." He then reached into his pocket, pulled out the stone, and said, "I'm returning this stone to you, but in exchange, I want something far more valuable. Teach me how to be like you." This story, The Priceless Lesson, carries a deep and universal moral that resonates across cultures. Here's what it aims to teach us: the value of generosity over material wealth. The old man's willingness to give away a valuable stone without hesitation shows that true wealth lies not in material possessions but in a generous heart. He prioritizes helping a struggling traveler over keeping something that could make him rich, teaching us that kindness and selflessness are more important than accumulating wealth. Inner richness outweighs external riches. The traveler initially sees the stone as a ticket to a life of comfort, but he later realizes that the old man's character, his ability to give freely and live simply, is far more valuable. The story highlights that qualities like compassion, humility, and contentment are treasures worth pursuing, far beyond material goods. The power of example. The traveler is inspired not by the stone's value but by the old man's actions. This teaches us that living with integrity and kindness can profoundly influence others, often more than words or possessions. The old man's behavior becomes a lesson in itself, showing the impact of leading by example. Seeking true wisdom and growth. By returning the stone and asking to learn how to be like the old man, the traveler demonstrates a desire for personal growth and wisdom. The story encourages us to seek meaningful, lasting qualities like generosity and inner peace over temporary gains, emphasizing the importance of self-improvement and learning from those who embody virtues we admire. In essence, the story teaches us to value generosity, inner richness, and personal growth over material wealth, and to recognize that the most profound lessons often come from the way we live and treat others. It's a reminder to cultivate a life of kindness and humility, which can inspire and uplift those around us.